Ever since I watched Glass Onion and people saw how much I get into murder mysteries and specifically trying to solve murder mysteries, people were commenting on my videos that I would love the movie Clue. So I went ahead and looked up the movie Clue, and it turns out there are a couple variations, but I think the main one is this movie that I'm watching today from 1985. Also, by the way, when I was doing my research on Clue movies, I found that there is actually one in production right now with Ryan Reynolds, so we might have that to look forward to. And I was talking to my mom and I said to her that I was planning on watching Clue, and she said, the old one, like from the 80s? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, I remember that. And that scares me. Something about this movie stuck with her, and that is very rare for my mom in movies. She usually watches a movie and like 5 hours later forgets everything that just happened. So I'm excited to get into today's movie. It should be a fun one. I also have my handy dandy notebook out today because I'm going to be taking notes. I might be pausing along the way to try and figure this out myself. I was obviously a big fan of the game when I was younger. I haven't played the game in so long. All I remember is that I always wanted to be Miss Scarlet. I think she had like the red dress and I thought it was so pretty, even though it was just like the most basic little game figurine with a dress. I'm also excited because this is categorized as a suspense comedy. I love that. Also, I want to mention that I do have a Patreon where I am posting bonus content, so if you would like to support me and my channel, that link is below. But also in regards to my Patreon, over there once a month, somebody is giving me some information to relay to you guys, and that is a movie recommendation. John Colson is the movie recommender, and his recommendation for you guys this month is Rope by Alfred Hitchcock, and this is what he has to say about it. Rope is a 1948 American psychological crime thriller film directed by Alfred Hitchcock, based on the 1929 play of the same name by Patrick Hamilton. The film was adapted by Hume Cronyn, so sorry if I said that wrong, with a screenplay by Arthur Lawrence. Starring Jimmy Stewart, the film was considered experimental in being filmed in nearly 10-minute long continuous shots. If you haven't seen it, you must. It is also Hitchcock's first Technicolor film. That is that. Check out Rope by Alfred Hitchcock. I'm adding it to my list of films that I need to watch. And without further ado, let's get into Clue. I love it. Oh, I love this. This like gothic, yes, with the gargoyles too. I love like a gothic mansion. If I had the option, I don't know if I could live in one. Maybe I could. I'm trying to just, I want to believe that I could be that person, but I might get too scared at night. Why is it so weird to me that he left that door open for so long? Someone could have snuck in and killed you in that time frame. I have to stop putting my personal fears and notions onto other people all the time, because I run into my house in the nighttime. I think I'm gonna get snatched up at every moment of my life. We've got the maid, we got the chef. Oh my goodness. Her name is Mrs. Ho. Okay.
May I take your coat? It is Colonel Mustard, isn't it?
Colonel
No,
Mustard, I remember that name.
My name is Colonel. Sir. I'm Wadsworth, sir. The butler.
Before, when Wadsworth said to the maid, okay, is everything ready? I for real thought he was like, is everything set up for the murder? That's not what he meant, right?
Do you know who I am?
Only that you want to be known as Mrs. White.
Oh.
Yes, it said so in the letter.
Oh, I'm understanding, I think. I'm understanding now. Also, I love the red lipstick and the what are those things called? The Cruella thing that you put over your face. It's not a Cruella thing. I don't think Cruella invented it, but it's famous to me because of Cruella. I love that. Let's bring it back. But anyways, I think I'm grasping onto what is happening here. So these characters, for example, Colonel Mustard, Mrs. White, they are not literally those people. They are taking on the character from the game. I don't know if it's from the game in here. I think it's just a made-up name is in the movie. But they're taking on these aliases because the owner of the house who's invited them all here tonight is wanting them to. Is this Miss Scarlet? I'm just waiting for Miss Scarlet to show up. A gothic mansion stranded in the road in a storm. This is my dream movie. Oh god.
Want a lift?
Yes, please.
That is terrifying. I guess this is taking place in the 50s because no way.
Hill House, off Route 41.
Wait a minute, let me look at that.
41. I know of a certain Route
I
41.
got a letter like this.
Oh my gosh, so everyone invited to the mansion, they don't even know each other either. And they don't seem to know the person who invited them. Why are they showing up? That's creepy. Mrs. Peacock, I forgot
do?
about her. The poor dog's having to be out in the rain.
You must be Mr. Green. Yeah. Sit! Not you,
Oh
sir.
my god. Mr. Body is the inviter.
What a godforsaken place.
Isn't it incredible? Oh my goodness. Sir.
Dinner. Sorry. You'll find your names beside your places. Please be seated.
I'm on team Mrs. White just because of the face cover thingy. So cool.
Well, I'm going to start while it's still hot.
Oh, now shouldn't we wait for the other guests?
I will keep something warm for you.
Okay. I'm trying to remember if there was a Mr. Body in the Clue game. I want to reorganize. I've been writing down all the names and the people, but I want to reorganize by guests. Colonel Mustard, which I remember from the game. And then we have Mrs. White, also one I remember from the game. Mrs. Peacock, I remember from the game. Mr. Green, I remember from the game. Professor Plum, I remember from the game. And Miss Scarlet, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 guests. I think there was only 6 players in Clue. And Mr. Body, I do not recall. So I'm going to write down Mr. Body. Host, ? Special guest. I'm guessing that he is the owner of the house and the host and the one who's pulling the strings for this night to happen. But I don't think he's going to acknowledge that. I think he's going to take on the persona of this Mr. Body character and just roll with it. And they're all going to be confused, but roll with it too.
So what does your husband do?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Well, he lies around on his back all day.
Oh.
Sounds like hard work to me. This is one of my favorite recipes.
I know, madam.
Why?
I work for, you know, the United Nations organization. Another politician, Jesus.
You work for the United Nations. It's a government job. And the rest of us all live in a government town. Anyone here not earn their living from the government one way or another?
Okay, so we have a possible motive being teased already. Is it politically motivated? That's possible. You know, a common theme that movies like to play on with politics is the fact that they are very corrupt. So I wonder if these 6 people all have done something corrupt within the government system, and this Mr. Body has gathered them all here today to kind of call them out, and he has some sinister intentions.
I'll take the key. Over my dead body, sir. May I take your bag?
No, leave it here, I need it.
It contains evidence, I presume.
Evidence.
My friend, that's what it contains. What are they all doing here?
Eating dinner. Do sit down, Mr. Body.
He doesn't know why they're here, or he's acting like he doesn't.
The Mr. Body will bring to an end a certain long-standing, confidential, and painful financial liability. Can I interest any of you in fruit or dessert?
Oh, we're just gonna move on? What a fancy little cigarette case.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm instructed to explain to you what you all have in common with each other. And
Corruption.
unless you would care to do the honors, Mr. Body? Ladies and gentlemen, you all have one thing in common. You're all being blackmailed.
Please, I've never heard anything so ridiculous.
Don't
Nobody
pretend.
could blackmail me. My life is an open book. I've never done anything wrong.
You were once a professor of psychiatry, specializing in helping paranoid and homicidal lunatics suffering from delusions of grandeur.
Yes, but now I work for the United Nations.
So your work has not changed. But you don't practice. You know what doctors aren't allowed to do with their lady patients?
Yeah?
Well, he did.
Oh, how disgusting.
Who's next? Mrs.
How then
Peacock?
do you justify taking bribes in return for delivering your husband, Senator Peacock's vote to certain lobbyists?
I, too, am being blackmailed for something I didn't do.
Me too.
And me.
Not me.
You're not being blackmailed?
Oh, I'm being blackmailed, all right. But I did what I'm being blackmailed for.
Oh, okay, Miss Scarlet.
I run a specialized hotel and a telephone service which provide gentlemen with the company of a young lady for a short while.
I don't see what's so terrible about Colonel Mustard visiting a house of ill fame. Most soldiers do.
But he holds a sensitive security post in the Pentagon. Mrs. White, you've been paying our friend the blackmailer ever since your husband died under, shall we say, mysterious circumstances.
Mrs. White killed her husband.
He was always a rather stupidly optimistic man. I mean, I'm afraid it came as a great shock to him when he died, but he was found dead at home. His head had been cut off, so had his, you know.
I work for the State Department, and I'm a homosexual.
It just leaves Mr. Body.
What's your little secret?
Oh, hadn't you guessed? He's the one who's blackmailing you all. Put him up! Put him no! You've all admitted how he's been able to blackmail you. All you have to do is tell the police he'll be convicted and your troubles will be over. I have evidence in my possession, and this conversation is being tape recorded.
Point of order. Tape recordings are not admissible evidence.
I think I can help them make up their minds. Can I just get my little bag from the hall?
Now what?
Who can guess what's in here? Huh?
Let me try. Photos to further enhance the blackmail on everyone.
The evidence against us, no doubt.
We didn't know we were meeting you tonight. Did you know you were meeting us?
Oh, yes.
A bunch of different murder weapons. The candlestick, the rope, there's a knife. I can't remember. I think there might be a gun, too. A pipe. What is that? What's that called? Yeah, the gun. Was that a wrench? Knife.
If you denounce me to the police, you will also be exposed and humiliated. If one of you kills Wadsworth now, no one but the seven of us will ever know. He has the key to the front door, which he said would only be opened over his dead body. I suggest we take him up on that offer.
Why? Why would we do that? To get out?
Now.
So now he's black. A thump? Someone did it? Oh my gosh, a thump and a shot. There's no blood on the knife. She's still alive.
Mr. Body. I didn't.
Well, you had the gun. If you didn't shoot him, who did?
Okay, a lot is happening. Wait, Mr. Body, Mr. Blackmailer is dead. After telling everyone else that the blackmail would only come to an end if they killed Wadsworth. The obvious suspect here would be Wadsworth, right? The lights went out. Anyone could have grabbed the gun and used it to kill Mr. Body. The person with maybe the most motive would be Wadsworth because his life is on the line here. Way too obvious. So immediately I'm going to say he's safe. I was going to say, what if though Mr. Body killed himself? Because he's a sick game player, right? Like he wants to go out with a bang. I could see that being in his personality. But because this is Clue and Clue is like the most classic of murder mysteries, I feel like it is going to be a murder. We also cannot rule out the chef and the maid, I don't think, because the lights were out. They could have slipped in and slipped out. So I'm going to keep them on the suspect list. I would say the only people that I'm going to 100% clear right now are Mr. Body. I don't think he killed himself, and Wadsworth. I think that would be too obvious. Oh, and who had the gun? Crap, I didn't keep track of who had the gun. One of the guys did. I think it might have been Mr. Green. Whoever had the gun, I don't think they did it either, because that's also too obvious.
Look, there's no gunshot wound. Somebody tried to grab the gun from me in the dark and the gun went off. The bullet broke that vase on the mantel.
What? It wasn't even the gun. Okay.
Maybe he was poisoned.
I was just thinking that. Like, what if it was poison? It would have been really convenient timing.
Looks like we'll never know.
Unless she dies too.
Just sit and watch her, waiting to see if she's gonna drop dead. What? Is someone else dead? Is it the chef or the maid?
It's what Mrs. White said in the study. One of you is the killer.
How did you know he said that?
I was listening.
Oh.
I also drinks the cognac. Mon Dieu.
Oh.
So you're not the butler?
I'm not the butler, but I'm a butler. In fact, I wrote the letters. It was all my idea.
Wait a minute. I don't understand.
Please sit down, everyone.
I'm guessing that he was a previous employer of this Mr. Body guy, and he no longer is, and so he doesn't have to, respond to his beck and call. But I bet he knew what Mr. Body was doing, that he was up to all this blackmail, and he wanted to get all of the victims of his blackmail together and out Mr. Body to them and hope that that would help them and that they could stand strong together as one against Mr. Body. I don't know how he thought that they could do that, though. It's wishful thinking. I don't know what exactly getting everyone together and looking at him is going to do, but let's see what he says.
I was once his butler, but it was not his untimely death this evening that brought my employment with him to an end.
Mm-hmm.
When my wife decided to end her life, she too was being blackmailed by this odious man. He believed that you were all thoroughly un-American.
So get to the part where you thought it was a good idea to invite us all together.
It seemed to me the best way to do it, and to free all of you from the same burden of blackmail, was to get everyone face to face, confront Mr. Body with his crimes, and then...
And then what?
Turn him over to the police. So the point is, we've got to find out in the next 39 minutes, before the police arrive. Well, who else could it have been? Who else is in the house? Only the cook.
Uh-huh. Who murders?
Who had the dagger anyway? It was you, Mrs. Peacock, wasn't it?
Yes, but I put it down.
I suggest we take the cook's body into the study.
So someone had time. The lights were out for like maybe 30 seconds tops. Someone had time to grab the dagger, run to the kitchen, kill the cook, and get back.
What? The body's gone!
Oh my god, what? Someone else is in this place? Maybe he isn't. Obviously, either he isn't dead or there's someone else in the house with them. But I would not put it past this guy for Mr. Body to have orchestrated all of this. He killed the cook, and now he's trying to get more blackmail on all of them by faking his own death, killing the cook, and then pinning it on them, knowing that the police are coming. I don't know.
Maybe Mr. Body killed the cook.
Yes.
How?
Well, in the dark.
He's attacking her.
He's dead.
Dead. Again.
Oh my God.
So, there is someone else in the house? There must be.
Why would anyone want to kill him twice?
Seems so unnecessary.
Well, that's what we call overkill. I'm shouting! I'm shouting! I'm shouting!
No. Do not tell me that was death. He just got knocked out, right?
Now, Mr. Body. Now, who had access to the candlestick?
All of us.
It was given to you.
Let's put them all in this cupboard and lock it.
Good
There's
idea.
a homicidal maniac about.
I think
Good
that's a
idea.
good idea.
What are you doing with the key?
Put it in my pocket.
Why?
Well, to keep it safe, obviously. If I've got it, I know I'm safe.
We don't know that.
Flush
we
it down the toilet.
We'll throw it away. Good idea.
Good idea.
Wonderful.
Who are you?
My car broke down out here, and I was wondering if I could use your phone.
Classic, convenient. No, don't let him in.
Very well, sir. Would you care to come in?
Risky. He's locking him in.
Do you still wish me to throw it away?
Yes. Did he just throw the wrong key? Did he just throw the wrong key?
Just checking.
Everything all right?
Yep, 2 corpses, everything's fine. I suggest we handle this in proper military fashion. We split up and search the house.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
I suggest we all draw lots for partners. And I suggest the 2 shortest search the cellar and so on up.
We're really just gonna forget about the guy in the lounge though, right?
Do you want to go up in front of me?
Absolutely no.
I'm sure there's no one up there.
Then you go.
You go in front.
All right.
Yeah, the cellar is for sure the worst place to have to check.
Ladies first.
Uh-uh.
I don't see any light switches in there.
Well, neither do I, but there must be switches somewhere.
Shall I come in with you?
No. It's behind one of those curtains.
You look. I'll search the kitchen.
It's gonna be the dog jumping at the window. It's gonna be a jump scare and it's gonna be the dog. Ooh. That's suspicious. Is that the police already? Oh no, is it Mrs. White? I thought the butler threw the wrong key and now Mrs. White is the one with the butler. And they were really close together. So did she manage to get the key out of his pocket while they were together before they split up? And now that they're split up in different rooms, she went off. Oh my God, she went off and with the key to the weapons, and now she's the one who just opened the weapons cupboard. Why though? What's her motive?
I'm a little nervous.
He's still on the phone.
I'm in this big house,
Ooh.
and I've been locked into the lounge. There's a whole group of people here having some sort of party.
Why is she gonna kill him? I'm like full on believing it's Mrs. White now. Why are they killing him? What's the purpose of killing him? What's the reason? I love all these secret passages. That's the best part about Clue, is getting to use the secret passages.
Oh my God.
And now they're not going to be able to get him out because they threw the wrong key. Just figure out how to open up the fireplace passage.
The key's gone. There's no alternative.
Oh
I'm
God.
just gonna have to break it down.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Go.
We're doing our best.
Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I can't take any more scares.
Bye, Colonel. Oh. Oh my God, I thought I was going to fall on him.
How did you know it was unlocked? How did you know that you could get at the gun?
I didn't. I think I would break it open, but it was open already.
Did the driver come in here for any help by any chance?
No.
Can I come in and use your phone?
Of course you may, sir.
Oh man, is this officer about to die now too? What was that?
Would you hold on, please?
Let me out of here! You have no right to shut me in! I'll book you for false arrest and murder!
What do you mean? Murder.
I just said it so you would open the door. And why are you receiving phone calls from J. Edgar Hoover?
J. Edgar Hoover?
The head of the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Come on.
What's going on in those 2 rooms?
Which 2 rooms?
They're gonna pull a Bernie's and make the corpses look alive. Oh my god.
It's not all that shocking. These folks are just having a good time.
Yeah.
Don't worry, there's nothing illegal about any of this.
Are you sure?
Of course, this is America.
I see.
We haven't finished searching the house. We're running out of time. Only 15 minutes before the police come. The police already came.
Oh!
Another one.
Can't believe it. I wonder where this one goes.
Oh man.
Recognize you.
What?
They must have, and not just my face.
It's you!
I am your singing telegram.
What the heck was that? What was that? Mm-hmm.
Two murders.
Mm-hmm.
This is getting serious.
Haven't all of the weapons been used at this point now? So that should be the end of it.
I know who did it. You do? And furthermore, I'm going to tell you how it was all done.
Does he for real know, or is this a bit?
And the cook was in here, alive, sharpening knives, preparing for dinner, and then... Get out of here! The point is, blackmail.
All this came out after dinner in the study.
You're right.
Oh my god.
You said, maybe it's poisoned. She screams. We took it in the sun. But one of us wasn't here. No. No.
What?
Maybe one of us was murdering the cook, who wasn't here with us. And the murderer ran back down the secret passage to the study.
That where it comes out?
Yeah. Did none of you deduce that the others were involved too?
What others?
The cook and Yvette. And Mr. Body had to discover their guilty secret. The cook and Yvette were his accomplices.
What?
See, but the cook had worked for one of you.
Who?
You recognized Yvette, didn't you? Don't deny it. You knew Yvette too, didn't you?
Yes, she worked for me.
And you also knew her, sir.
Oh.
We've already established that you were one of Miss Scarlett's clients. Mr. Body, been on the floor. He jumped up, picked up the candlestick. Mr. Body followed us out of the study into the hall looking for an escape. Do it! Will you stop that? Now, he threw him into the toilet.
Bad luck that motorist arrived at that moment.
It wasn't luck. I invited him.
You did.
What?
Of course, it's obvious.
He was my driver during the war.
The cop was from Washington. He was on my payroll. I bribed him once a week so I could carry on with business.
She was my patient once.
Oh.
I had an affair with her.
Let's put her in the study with the others. So.
What is that?
Whoever it is, they gotta go away or they'll be killed.
The police?
Good evening.
Oh.
Have you ever given any thought to the kingdom of heaven?
None of us killed Mr. Body or the cook. So who
What?
did? The one person who wasn't with us. And while we all examined the bullet hole, she crept into the study, picked up the dagger, ran to the kitchen, and stabbed the cook.
What?
Was it because she was acting under orders from the person who later killed her? Who?
Oh.
It was her employer, Miss Scarlett.
That's a lie.
Is it?
What?
Whoever has the gun is the murderer.
Brilliantly worked out, Wadsworth.
Oh, I was wrong again. I'm never gonna solve a murder mystery movie, am I?
Like all members of the oldest profession, I'm a capitalist. And I'm gonna sell my secrets, your secrets. There was only one shot that got the chandelier. That's 1 + 2 + 1 + 1.
That would be 1 + 1 + 2 + 1, not 1 + 2.
Oh my god. Shoot him or don't. Oh my god. Police? Finally? The music.
Don't hate me for trying to shoot you.
Frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn. As I was trying to tell you, there are no bullets left in this gun, you see?
That's how it could have happened? What do you mean? But how about this? How about...
In the dark. The murder right across the hall to the study.
The colonel mustard wasn't in the cellar.
No.
But you were.
But the police will be here any minute. What happens then?
Why should the police come? Nobody's called them.
What?
I suggest that we stack the bodies in the cellar, leave quietly one at a time, and pretend that none of this has ever happened. For she's a jolly good fellow, for she's
What is
a jolly
happening?
good fellow, for she's a jolly...
I told you I didn't do it.
The FBI will take care of that. My phone call from Mr. Hoover? I work for him, of course.
Oh.
How else could I have known everything about you all?
Oh, Mrs. Peacock. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Okay, take her away.
But here's what really happened. Wait, okay. Wait, so I still have a chance of it being Mrs. White? Oh my god. No way, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to find out that I failed. I already found out I failed twice. If it tells me a third time I failed at my guess.
You killed the cook. She used to be your cook, and she informed on you to Mr. Body.
Colonel Mustard, when we saw the motorist at the front door, you took the key to the weapons cupboard out of my pocket.
Entered the lounge through the secret passage, killed the motorist with a blow on the head. Like that!
Wait. So is this leading to every single one of the 6 killed a person? All of them killed one person?
While I was in the master bedroom, you hurried downstairs and turned off the electricity.
I knew it!
Got the rope from the open cupboard and throttled Yvette.
Yes. I knew that part. I guessed that part. I knew she was up to something when he was in the other room.
When she hit the cop whom she'd been bribing on the head with a lead pipe. True or false?
True. Who are you?
The gun is missing. Whoever's got the gun shot the girl.
I shot her.
You're Mr. Body.
Wait a minute! So who did I kill? My butler. Shucks. Saved me a lot of trouble. Now there's no evidence against me.
You'll just go on blackmailing us all.
Of course. Why not?
I'll tell you why not.
So now Green's joined the list of murderers too?
Are you a cop?
No, I'm a plant.
A plant?
FBI. That phone call from J. Edgar Hoover was for me. I told you I didn't do it.
And now they're all... Oh my god.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
Okay. That was really fun. That was really fun. That was so clever. Like, I've seen a lot of murder mysteries and I've seen a lot of twists, but I've never seen any twist or twists like that. The 3 endings where they like told you what could have happened, but you didn't know that they were fake endings. Like the first one, it was Miss Scarlet, and I was like, oh, okay, it was Miss Scarlet. Then they were like, no, actually that's what could have happened, but it could have also been this, and then they did the whole Mrs. Peacock thing. And then I'm happy, I was afraid they were going to lead into a third one, and they were just gonna say, or it could happen like this again, and then you would have to try to decide as a viewer like which one was the real ending. I'm happy they didn't do that. I liked that the third one was, this is what actually happened, and the third one was crazy. All of them having murdered someone, and Mr. Body being the butler, and Mr. Green being an FBI agent. I think I'm getting all their names right. The names got mixed up and they got switched around and I don't know, but okay. There was no way I would have ever been able to guess this one. No way. I want to know, honestly, when you watched this, did you guess right? There's no way anyone would have been able to guess that ending, that all of them were involved, and the twist with Mr. Body and the FBI agent. It was wild. But I guess technically my only like hunch that I did get was the Mrs. White thing, and knowing that she was up to something when she was split off with who we later found out was Mr. Body. So I caught a whiff of Mrs. White being in on something, but I don't call that a win for me in guessing how the ending was and solving the murder mystery. It's still a goal of mine, solving a murder mystery film, and it will happen one day, hopefully on camera, where I have proof that I guessed. But yeah, this one was a lot of fun. Please let me know what your first impressions of the film were when you first saw it. Also, what I want to ask you guys, please, is murder mystery movie recommendations. It does not matter if they're new or old. I want to keep watching a murder mystery every now and then. I want to achieve my goals so badly of getting one right and guessing and solving the murder before the movie reveals it all to me. It's hard, it's gonna be hard to do, but you know, it's something I can strive for. If you have any murder mystery recommendations, please let me know and I will check them out and add them to my list and hopefully try to crack them here on camera with you guys. But I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys next time.